George, to you first. Now, despite it sounding like NATO is kind of backtracking on their rhetoric, the lines are still being drawn by neighboring countries. The Belarusian president, Alexander Lukashenko, has just said today that he will not accept a NATO war with Russia, that he would send his men to join Russia in the fight and would gladly host Russian troops should a hot war break out. What do you say to those strong words from Lukashenko?
Well, I'm almost speechless about Stoltenberg's remarks, and it's not often I can say that. It's enough to make a horse laugh. The entire world has been turned upside down with an imminent, really imminent, since last December until yesterday, imminent Russian invasion of Ukraine, in which the head of NATO now has no confidence. But the battle lines are being drawn, as you say, and they're not to America's liking. One after the other of NATO countries have made clear that they don't accept the American thrust towards a military confrontation with Russia. Germany and France being the two most important ones, but Bulgaria, Croatia, Poland even, added to that list, and many others too. So I don't know where all this leaves us, Manila. It leaves us with no invasion of Ukraine, with NATO countries thoroughly divided, with a package of sanctions which will now not have to be imposed. I suppose if President Putin is watching all this, he's having a quiet chuckle in the Kremlin, because he's certainly put his adversaries into complete disarray.
Now, George, what is the point then of this NATO buildup along Russia's western border? Now, despite the hostilities and threats, both physical and financially, in the way of sanctions, the Russian leadership say they're still open to dialogue. So who's really the aggressor here?
Well, there isn't any doubt about that. A promise was broken. The steady encroachment towards Russia's borders has continued apace. And I'm sorry to repeat myself, but if Russian weapons were in Canada and in Mexico, everybody in the United States would be demanding that their government take action. We have to shake ourselves free of this American exceptionalism that America can have armies and weapons on other people's borders, but nobody can have the same thing on America's borders.